So, bit of an update. What we've got in here is a new inlet manifold. So, this is a replica of the EDS inlet, very cheap, typical China, but it's pretty much identical to the EDS. So we're going to rub this down, because you need to rub all these mating faces down in here, because when they paint it they spray all the surfaces as well. It does come with a gasket, an L-ring gasket, which is kind of tidy. So I'm just going to rub this down and the mating faces, put the bungs in and get it fitted. So what I'm going to do is just put some PTFE on these barb fittings and then get them installed into here. So as you can see, the engine is pretty much built up now. So we've got a piece from Nortec there, which just deflects the belt away from here. Cam belts on, all timed up, alternators on, all the turbos on, gearbox is on, drive shaft is on, jack shaft, oil filters on. It's pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to whip this off now and get the new inlet on, and I'll come back shortly. So that's the inlet manifold off. Standard inlet. The only thing that I need is this barb fit in here. So I'm going to whip that off and then get the new manifold on. So just for comparison then, so this is the standard Z20let, very similar to the LEH as well. Inlet manifold, so obviously it comes down, collects, and back into the runner. So obviously this is very different design. Provides a much better distribution between the four cylinders. I've not run a Z20 before, but if it's anything like the C20let, the manifold is not great for equal distribution. So usually I think cylinders 3 and 4, I think it's cylinder 3, generally get slightly less flow than the other three, 1, 2 and 4. I've known a few engines that have detonated on cylinder 3 only. This should resolve that. It will aid flow as you start up in the power. It's probably a bit overkill for the stages that I want, but nonetheless it kind of future-proofs it, and for the price it's well worth doing. So I'm just going to whip this out and get it in. Job done. I still need to do some of the bolts up, but effectively that's it. There's so much more access now to the starter, the cooler, and the wiring for here. So yeah, job done. As I said, it's probably a bit overkill for the engine, but just a standard KO4 injectors with a Z20let 3.5 bar map sensor. It gives you slightly more flow, so it's probably, these are around 470. So with a 3.5 bar, it probably gives you around 500 cc. So should be good enough for 300 horsepower. Although the turbo will struggle at that, but the fueling will certainly do that. But anything around 250, 260 horsepower will be okay for me. So yeah, cheers then.